What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? I will wait a little while. Ken and Subic, how's Ken and Subic doing? I know, you know what? I put that I'd be going live over on YouTube, but I don't know how to do the conversion over. I always go and use StreamYard. That's the thing I use, StreamYard. So we'll wait. People will see that I'm live using StreamYard, and they'll come on over. Says there's 12 people. Let me check. Ricky USA, how are you doing? 720 BKK, how are you doing? Not missing much here, Ricky. Trust me. Ricky, not missing much at all. Hernan, how is Hernan doing? Mark Doyle, hello. Hello, Mark Doyle. I don't know what this is, his name, but hello to you. Good morning from Jacksonville, Florida. Jess, man, how are you doing, Jess, man? The Falcon has landed. John Smith, the Falcon has landed. Hello from Manila. Black Waltz, how you doing, Black Waltz? Welcome to the live show. Mitch Bromwell, how are you? Thank you for the super sticker. Greatly appreciated. Jim Schultz, how you doing? Chris Tips, hey Brian, lockdown again. Diba, yeah. We do. It's just a matter of time. I don't know if you call it a lockdown. You can still travel. Let me think with it. The newest one is the liquor ban. Once again, they've determined that liquor is the main cause of the spread of, the cough thing that's going around. The Philippines has figured it out. Everybody else in the world needs to catch up, because if you ban liquor, it will cut down on your cases. They do it every time they see a rise. We've got to figure it out. We're going to cut down on the liquor. We're going to ban it. The world, you guys don't know what's going on, but we do, right? We do. So, yeah, they got another liquor. It doesn't affect me. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't have to have alcohol every day. We've been through this before. People know their way around the system. They're going to get it. But yeah, it's so amazing that the Philippines has figured it out. Ban alcohol, and it'll cut down your rise in your cases, right? Yeah. Ahoy from Guam. Kevin, how are you doing? T-Cloud, say hello in the winter of New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah, you can keep that cold, and I don't want it. Bruce Brenner, how you doing? Mike in the Philippines, how you doing? William Walters, how you doing? Does Philippines have 4G fast enough to live stream? I don't know. I'm live streaming. People, it's not the greatest. It's not the best. Take what you can get here, and you run with it. They can figure out how to get the cases go down, but they can't figure out how to get the internet to go up. And the internet has been around for years. Internet is not old, right? Where are we at? Muttman, when I move out, I want to go on a motorcycle tour with me. CJ abroad. Hello from the Manila quarantine. I don't know what this is. Level, I don't know. They went from the barbecue states, MGCQ, BCQ, RCQ, NDC, all the Q states, to the alert levels now. Who knows? What are we in, like an alert level 3? You can move around. You can go to malls. You can go to restaurants. You have to show proof of vaccinating, but whatever. Okay. Rumors going around saying that, coming from the powers that be, if you can't show proof of vaccination and you're out, you're going to get arrested. I don't know. Um, I don't know. These are the rumors and the things that I've heard. Rumors. I guess like the topic of the discussion is drama queens. Don't be an expat. Drama queen. Don't be an expat. Yeah. Amazing. No beer goggles. Liquor ban in stores or just bars and restaurants. Thomas John, when they do a liquor ban here, it is in the stores, like your bigger stores, uh, grocery stores. They will have it all roped off. You can't go down the aisle. But like I said, people have found a way around it. They've found ways around it. Gotta have papers to travel. Sounds like another period in history I can't think of. Hello from Canada. How you doing, Canada? Hello, Philly from Georgia. Just creates a black market. I can see a liquor ban happening in Ireland or sunny Scotland. I can't see it. Here's the funny thing. You go right on Lazada, order it, and they'll ship it right to your house. My wife is from Mabalaka, so we enjoy your videos very much. Waiting to go visit once the quarantine is over. Is your camera dirty? I don't know. Is it dirty? I don't know. My camera dirty? Is my sound okay? Is my camera dirty? If one person complains, I guess it's not. It's someone just complaining. Where are we at? I banned myself from alcohol at least 15 or 16 years ago, but I still like to stop at a bar occasionally. Yeah. I don't say why I'm not a big, huge, let me go out drinking, let me have a beer in my hand every night. I'm not, but, I don't mind going out and having a few drinks here and there. That's not my thing. I mean, but to each their own, right? Hello, JR from Florida. Getting ready to watch the Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm not really interested. GR, how you doing? Not really interested because the game really means nothing. So I'm sure I'll get the highlights of it and check it out, but it's not like it's the end of the, it's not like it's going to mean something. Hi, Brian. Happy New Year to you. Lloyd, how you doing? Happy New Year to you and your wonderful family. I patiently look forward every day to the opening of the country so I can finally visit my fiance and Puerto Princess. Lloyd, like I had said in one of the previous videos, we do not know when. Now, isn't there a new one coming out of France or something like that? Yeah. Hi, good day from Darwin, Australia. Gypsy Rose in the house. GR. Clark Safari looked awesome. You were like Dr. Doolittle. Yeah, Gary T. It was a nice little place. I think once it's completely up and they've got everything going on there, it's going to be nice. Really, really nice. They were still under construction. They're adding a lot more onto it. I think that one person told me 40 plus hectares. But yeah, really nice. And like I said, they're going to raise that price. It's going to be 1,000 pesos or $20 per person, per adult to get in. Children under a certain height get in cheaper. It's one of those, and they do this here. They will have a very high price to get into a certain area. They will not allow you to bring food in to it. You have to purchase the food when you're there. It's designed, and this is what it's designed to do. It's designed to keep families, and this is what happens here, showing up at a cheap rate, 20 of them at a time, bringing in all their food, all their music, sitting there eating and having a good time for under 1,000 pesos for all of them. This is designed to where you're coming in, you, your wife, and say to your kids that are a little bit older, you're spending 4,000 pesos right off the bat. You're spending $80 right off the bat just to get in. Throw in your food. It's designed to bring, how would you say it without sounding mean, a better standard of people in, I guess you could say, without sounding mean. I mean, I don't mean to sound mean, but that's what they're doing. They prevent 50 million people from showing up, bringing all their food, bringing their loud music, and basically having a good old party, right? Let me see. Let me try this here. Let me try this here. All right. What happened to Says Style? No clue. No clue. MIA. I'm really falling behind here. Haven't seen your Clark Safari yet. Curious to see how it compares with the Cebu Safari. I was waiting with others on your other feed. Yes, Bruce. I know. I don't know. I use live stream. Here we are. Thanks for coming in, Bruce. Cannot come from the Philippines. No visa for foreigners allowed. Philippine consultant in Vancouver said no visas for tourists on Philippines airline will not let you board right now. No vax card, no booty. That's about right. That is about right. Let me check something here. That's like the Mickey D's 8 people putting their money together and getting a small fry. Yeah. Hilarious. Where are we at here? Gotta find what I'm looking for. All right, guys, I am trying to multitask, right? Multitask. Come on, get this here. Get this here. All right, now I got it up. Do you wear your sunglasses at night also? No, Carl V, I don't. I just wear them here when I go out. I take them off. People say, "What's wrong with your eyes? Why are they so dark?" I've been dealing with my eyes been like that ever since I was a kid. All right, guys. Let's start. Todd Markley, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Expat drama surely doesn't happen. All right, let's get into it. First of all, I want to welcome, because I know they're here. They're here. They might be under a different name right now. We don't know. The reason they might be under a different name, they're not going to speak up now because they'll wind up getting kicked out. But let's welcome Donkey. Donkey, a guy that goes by the nickname Donkey. That's his nickname. That's what he uses in certain forums and certain websites and stuff. Now let's welcome Donkey, because Donkey is definitely hiding in the background. Then we got Boston Bay. Let's welcome Boston Bay. They're hiding in the backgrounds. Like I said, they might have a different name, but I know they're here. Westerner. That's another one. Westerner. Let's welcome Westerner. We know you're here, Westerner. How do I know you're here? Because you make comments on every video I do. You're a gossip queen. You're an expat gossip queen. You're an expat drama queen. These aren't really trolls, Kenneth. They're not. I wouldn't call them trolls. And I'll get into it why. Then we have Graham UK. Let's welcome these 4. We know they're sitting here. Like I said, they're not trolls. Security Police, Clark, 7273. Welcome, William Walters. I don't know if they're drama queens and drama gossip queens in the forums that are here in the Philippines. You guys know, and I follow some too. You got Facebook groups that talk about, food, where to go eat good food, what's happening, what's not. A lot of people I know are into those forums or into those Facebook pages to find out what's going on. Like I said, I'm into one food, so I can find out where to find good food, and people talk about good food and critique good food. And then you have the forums. These are forums that you got to sign up, log in, be a member of. They approve you. And these are the forums that basically you can talk about things that you really can't talk about in public, about what's going on and different things. How this all came about being, how I was, and how this came to my attention actually happened last year, months ago. Eagles in Dallas just started. If you can remember, Lut and I and Hannah Grace went down to Subic Bay, to Barrio Barreto. And we went down there and had a good time. And while we were down there, where we were staying, the owner came up to me and said, "Hey, these people are talking about you in this forum. They're saying you have a minor child in your room." What? What kind of sick pervert is that? And he showed me the forum and the comment that was being said. And I said, "Well, I don't know what that's about. The only people in my room, my wife and our child. That's it." And he showed me the photo, and I seen where the forum that this comment came from. And if you can remember, I did a video about rats. These are rats too. These people are rats. The thing is, in these forums like this, people will write things down. And local authorities are also in these forums. How do I know? Because this businessman told me himself. He has to monitor this forum to keep people from saying stupid shit about his business, so they would come in and maybe shut it down or give him a hard time. He knows because he's friends with local officials there. The local officials told him, "We monitor this forum because people rat on each other." So that's the first time I've heard of this forum. I won't mention the forum. And I'm not saying it's everyone. Anyways, we move on. A month ago, somebody said, "Hey, why are these people talking bad about you in this forum?" I'm like, "I don't know. What forum is it again?" They told me. I'm like, "Oh, all right. Let me go see. Let me go see what this. Let me go see what these people are talking about. Why they're talking about me." So it's very simple. You go on. You can log in. There's no secret. You can create a fake name. You can do anything to get into these forums. Or there's no security thing going on there. So I go in there. And when I got in there, I'm like, wow, it seems like it's a decent forum. It's a nice forum. People are giving out information as far as, local events, local things. They're talking about it. The people seem decent, which happens. You might have a 1,000 people, but you always have those bad apples in the bunch. The bad apples in the bunch. So then I found this thread that these people were talking about, and bad mouthing me and saying bad things, and gossiping queens and drama queens. Westerner. Mr. Westerner was the man that started the thread. And then, Mr. Donkey jumped in there. Then we had the Boston Bay jumping in there. And then we had Graham UK jumping in there. We had all, and these were the four ringleaders of it all. These were the drama queens. These were the gossip queens. And it's sad because, like I said, it seems like a good group. What are you there for? You can ask questions and people will respond back to you. But and then I'm like going through looking, and these are the same gossip queens and drama queens that comment on all of people's questions that they put out there. Now, I didn't come knocking on this group's door. Their members came knocking on me, talking about me. And the thing is, here's the thing. Finally, a member must have got word about it. I mean, I live here in the city. Some of these people live here in the city. People talk about it. People talk about what's going on. I have yet to have a single person come up to me and say, "Hey, Philly in the Philippines, I hate your channel. You're a dick. You're a girl." Never. They want to put comments out saying these drama queens, you're killing off the bar business, Philly. You're killing off the bar business. This is 2022. Social media has been around and has caught on around the world. The only thing that might be happening is your perverted, sick, twisted fantasy might be getting exposed now. You're ruining the bars. Interesting. When I've had bar owners come up and say, "Hey, can you film inside our bar for promotion?" They want me promoting. But these sick, perverted guys, their sick, perverted fantasies might be getting ruined. And here's another great thing about 2020, social media, the internet, all this. When the heat started coming on, what happens when a heat comes on a criminal? They start erasing their tracks. They start getting rid of this and get rid of that. All of a sudden, the thread got taken down. We're gonna remove the thread. And bravo to the person that did that, because these people were spewing nothing but hate and bringing negative attention to your thread. But the great thing about social media, the internet, the laptops, the computers, the phone, is a great thing that's called screenshots, screen photos. I screenshot and screen photoed every single one of them. Now, we're moving on. I don't mind. I've been playing this game long enough. You can call me ugly. You can call me funny looking. You can call me big nose, crooked nose, black eyes, inside sunglass wearing guy, bald hair. You can call me any name you want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. YouTubers will know, and YouTubers have figured it out. You got to have thick skin to be a YouTuber. People will attack you left and right. People will talk drum. They will talk about you. It is what it is. It's part of being a YouTuber. It's just part of it. You can call ugly this and big nose that, and not. You can call names all day long. I sat and worked in a prison. I had guys 6'6", 285 pounds, nothing but solid muscle, screaming and yelling in my face, calling me names. It was a big show. It's called Saving Face. They do that in prison. When he got done yelling at me, he meant nothing. I meant nothing. It was the little weasels, the little drama queens that would always sit in their cell and talk shit. And those were the ones. Anyways, you can talk all you want. And they did. They talked up a storm. Over 277 comments about me. Anyways, that doesn't bother me. But here's what happens. And I got all these screenshots saved. they started attacking and making comments about our kids. Once again, kids. How big of a lowlife are they? These are kids that they made comments about. My kids, they made comments. Yeah. Mr. Donkey made comments. Mr. Donkey's icon is a picture of Samuel L. Jackson, just so you're aware, because there could be other donkeys out there, but this is Donkey. Boston Bay, that was another one in the group. Boston Bay made comments about my kids. Westerner. I'm just naming off the names, so in case you run across these guys, keep your eyes open because these guys are rotten. Westerner. Graham UK. Even has a picture of him with his girlfriend behind him. These are the ones. Bring them over here, James. Tell them to come over here. They can rewatch us. But these are the ones. These are the four. And you know what? And for the owners of this, this website, to allow them to even be in their group and talk about kids. Wow. They should remove those guys for even talking about kids. I'm going to find. Let me go. I'm on a roll here. I'm going to find it. I got it right here, and I will find it. Like I said, I'm not gonna give out. But here, when it was taken down. Here's what they said. We had a thread on here where members were outright bashing a local vlogger. The site is not about that, and we won't allow it. It is a rotten thing to do, and I just put the spoils, and it just puts the spotlight on the board. That's right. Your four guys, I named them, put the spotlight on your board. We want to keep a low profile. We want to keep a lower profile than that. Your boys, your four rats, your four drama queens, they put the spotlight. They came knocking on my door, talking about my kids. Sick fucks. In the future, please refrain from doing so your post will disappear quickly at the least. Thanks in advance for your cooperation and understanding. Now, let me find it, because I'm going to go over some of their little rules. Yeah, you're right. Imagine having no purpose in life other than talking about more successful people. You're right. These dudes sit there. I sat on this board and just kept watching. These dudes, those guys I named off, Donkey and the other ones, they comment. They sit there. They sit there behind their computer and they have nothing better to do. They just sit there. And then they go around and they say, oh, YouTubing's not a business. YouTubers, that's not a business. Okay. Okay. Tell that to the YouTubers that are making millions of dollars. Tell that to the YouTubers that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Tell that to the YouTubers that are on yachts, paid for by views, paid for by their Patreons while they cruise around the world. Tell me how YouTube is not a business. Then again, these are the sick fucks, I'll say it, that want to talk about kids. Kids. Talk about some. Number one, no flames and or trolling ever. They did that. Threats of physical violence will not be tolerated at all times and will result in immediate ban from the site. They were making comments about me. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for Find Me Philly. When I find Philly, I'm going to have a talk with them. They were violent. They were making comments like that.
Breakfast?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
That's what they do. They make comments like that, indirect threats. What board website is this, Jerry? I'm not going to put it out there because you know what? There are good people on this board. There are good people in this website. There are. I went through and I read. It. There are good people. You always had the rotten handful, the four rotten handful. Racism and religion intolerance strictly prohibited. I got to keep this down because you might see it in my sunglasses. No second nickname is staring a passer. Never ever show this board to a local. They're putting it out there. They're putting it out there. Your four horsemen are putting it out there. No harassing the monitors. No underage crap. I can go through and read all this, but you know, when you talk about children, that's underage, right? When you talk about children, that's underage. They're talking about children. They're making comments about children. And they're in this room. They're in this room right now. They're watching. How do I know? Because they created and they talk about me. And they talked about me, which, like I said, I don't care. But when you talk about children, you're sick. You guys remember what it was? John Wayne Casey, or the one that was a clown that went to church and everything like that, and how the people loved him, wound up being a murderer and a killer? That's how these people, you know, I'm not saying they're murderers or killers, but they'll show you one face, but their second face is not being shown. Let's go for a walk. Yeah, let me. Where are we at? There we go. Let me give the names at one time. Four of them. There's four names. If you see these four names floating around, not only say YouTube, but they'll change their names. That's what they do. That's what they do. They will never present their face. They will never present who they really are. That's what they do. But if you see these four names floating around, say other social media sites or other forums you might be in, just to let you know, and they might say, oh, we never did that. The thread doesn't exist. I'm here to tell you, screenshot it, the whole entire conversations of what was going on. Over 277 comments. And these were the four main instigators. Guy that goes by the name of Donkey. Donkey uses a Samuel L. Jackson icon. His name is Donkey. Another word for donkey is an ass, a jackass. You know, we can go on. Another one is a guy called Boston Bay. Boston Bay. Matter of fact, their icons and their pictures are the what you see on the thumbnail. Boston Bay. Westerner. Another one. Westerner. And then we got Graham UK. Those are the four. The big four. The four horsemen. Those are the ones that love to talk about and make conversation about kids. Sick fucks. Sick. Do not give Leo in the Philippines, living beyond my dreams. Leo, you know what? I don't normally, and you guys know me, I don't really give. These aren't even trolls. These are beyond trolls. When you attack children and make comments about children, you're not a troll. You're below a troll. You are completely below a troll. And like I said, you can call me names all you want, but they attack children. They make comments about my kids. You know, and YouTubers do have the right to stand up and defend themselves and you know, say what they want to say. You know, you're going to have these people like that. But these guys, these four, they're worse than trolls. They're worse than trolls. These guys are sitting behind their screen with a box of tissues and baby oil, waiting for you to mention their names just so they can get their jollies. And like I said, I didn't go looking for this trouble. These people exposed this thread, this website. The four exposed it. And like I said, it's probably a decent website, but you got bad apples everywhere. JG, and you thought you'd come into this channel, you would have it got away with me. I would not be surprised if some of those animals were at Lutz channels. It makes sense now. Oh, I'm sure, John. I'm sure. You can't. You and YouTubers know this. You remove one that you know is just a dirt bag. You remove them. Well, you can't really remove them. The only thing you do is prevent them from actually making comments in your comment section. They can still view your videos. But if they want to make more comments, they leave, they create another name, and they come back in. They're never banned from seeing your videos. They're just banned from making comments. Micro penis trolls. But you'll know it'll never. And here's the thing. You guys, maybe the four horsemen that are in here right now, listening behind the scenes, or other people that are listening here behind the scenes. JR, thank you, JR. Thank you. I have said this, and I will say it again. Down below, where it says "Show More," there is a link down there that you can click on that will reveal my email address. And I've said this before. You are more than welcome to send me an email. Say, hey, Philly, I want to meet up with you. I really don't like your content. I really don't like you. Here's why. I'm more than welcome. I welcome you to say that. Send me a message. I will meet up with you. I have no problem meeting up with people. I don't run from people that call me names. You can, I'll even sit down with you and you can even call me names to my face if it makes you feel better. But there is a link down below. Just show more, hit that button, drops down. That's my email address. You're more than welcome to send me an email saying, hey, I want to meet up with you. If you're living here in Angeles City and you don't like Philly, and you've walked by me or seen me out and about, but never once said, hey, Philly, you're an ass, you're a dick, you're this, you're that, you just sit back because you hide behind this, right? You're more than welcome to send me one and we can sit down and talk. It's up to you. Oh. You too at Scott X Pound. I know I'm way, way behind. Where we have Philo, welcome. The big thing now is, they don't want to see people helping people. They don't want to see people helping other people out in a time of need. You guys know the typhoon went through here. They can't stand that YouTubers are asking, hey, this is an emergency situation. We need to get help for these people. They want to all jump up. You're not a charity. You're not a charity. You're e-begging. You're e-begging. There's a core group of them that's their main objective and their main thing. All right. Whatever. They don't like to see people get help. They don't. And they'll say, well, you can donate to this and you can donate to that. And these are legal authorities and these are legal charities. Talk to people that are in these areas where these people need these help. These legal charities haven't shown up yet. So they're supposed to wait, 2 weeks now? No food, no water, until the legal charities show up. The kids the babies are not supposed to have formula and food until the legal charities show up. They're so worried about that. Now, the guy that sits there and says, hey, you know, I need this and I need that. Help me, give me this and give me that. Give me this. That's he begging. But if people want to give them that, give it to them. Who am I to judge them? But why would you stop people from wanting to help other people in a humane way? A humane way. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, there was a major tragedy in Philadelphia. 12 people died in a fire. 8 of them were children, died in a fire. They started a GoFundMe page to help these people cover the expense of the fires, of the burials. So these people should jump on, you know, the GoFundMe too. How dare you set up a GoFundMe to help others? How dare you? Come on. I don't get it. So like I said, take food out of the kid's mouth. Fact, yeah. You're off your rocker, Phil. Brian, there are expats that don't leave their misery in their own country. They travel and bring it with them. You are correct. They do. They're miserable where they're coming from. They're miserable in their life. Things didn't work out for them, and they just continue to drag that on in life. The guy that was married to a Filipino for X amount of years and lived in the United States, and then the wife leaves them, and now they have a bad taste in their mouth for, you know, Filipinos and Filipino women. These are the guys that love to drop, you know, the red pill, the blue pill. These are those guys. They've got a bitter taste in their mouth. And all Filipinos are out to take you for your money, and they're out to rob you, and they're out to do this. These are the same miserable people. They're just miserable. No, I'm not talking about you, Philo. But these are just miserable people. And like I said, to attack a child, to go after a child and make comments about a child, that's just a form of low. And they'll sit there. They're gonna hear about this. Like I said, and they're gonna tell all their buddies that they didn't say it. And this, and that's the way these weasels and these gossip queens work. Remember, I got photo snapshots of the comments that were being said. That's great. You gotta love technology. Oh, let me do a snap. Hey, let me keep going on about these guys. All right. My show, my rant, I will talk about. This is how, and it's like, are these guys stalkers? These 4 stalkers? They even put a photo of me up. Somehow they got a photo of me in my dress screens. They put that up. They put a photo of me in my dress screens up and talked about how I wasn't in the military, or was he in the military? I don't know. Let's see. I went down to the VA in Manila to get a shot in my arm, a COVID shot. You cannot walk into the VA without an appointment. You can't even go into the VA or set up or whatever unless you show proof, get medical attention in the VA unless you show proof that you were in the military. DD Form 214. DD Form 214. Better get that right, because if I don't, they'll say, "Oh yeah, he wasn't in. He doesn't even know what a DD Form 214 is." Yeah, DD Form 214. So yeah, I'm not a vet, but hey, they made an exception for Philly just to go in, you know, because Philly they don't even know. Here's another thing. I got knockoff sunglasses here. Knockoff sunglasses. They are so concerned. Remember, I got screenshots of all this shit. They are so concerned about my sunglasses. Oh, he's got these name brand sunglasses. How does he afford that? How does he afford that? That's just how that then becomes sort of like, is this guy stalking? Are these guys stalking me? You know what I mean? Should I report it to the local authorities? Should I report it to, you know, the cybercrime unit up in San Fernando? that these guys are stalking me? These specific individuals are stalking me? Weirdos. 4 of them. Critter and Finn Snow had many videos going about the East Coast of Negros Island, giving relief and aid to people. Yep, they did a great job. They have done a great job. They have gotten an overwhelming amount of response, and they are showing what they're doing. They are feeding people. They are giving back to the people of the Philippines. They are putting food in their bellies. They are helping out. They are doing it. Now, however, there are a few bigger channels, bigger than mine. When these guys do live streams, they're getting big money on live streams, and they're getting big views, and they're making big money. Had gone out there and asked for help and donations and everything like that. These are big channels, and I know they were given a lot of money, but they haven't put anything up yet about where the money went to, how they distributed it, showing them helping people. Maybe they're waiting, maybe it just was too much and they got to kind of get it organized. But Critter, Finn Snow, that whole entire group down there, let's put it this way. I think it was overwhelming. They didn't expect that big response. But at first they chugged a little bit, but after a while, it's like a locomotive train just heading down this track. They got their shit together. They are helping people, and they're making a difference. They're not sitting back and, not wanting, hating on people that want to give people, help. They're doing a good job. Did those basement trolls talk about you? They're you know what, DX Press, they're not even basement trolls. They're below a basement troll. These are guys that, how I think they are, is they might be an upstanding, well-liked person in their community. But John Wayne Gacy was the same way. They're hiding a big secret. When you talk about children, when you make comments about children, you're hiding something. You're hiding. Vince Nolan, Raw Facts is accusing many YouTubers declaring them scammers. Yeah, that guy. Oh, wait, the guy that travels in first class that sits over top of the airplane wing. Ever seen a first class that sits over top of an airplane wing, right? But he flies first class. I fly first class everywhere I go. This is a special plane because first class is now over the wing of the airplane I'm in. We have given around 45 games so far. You can imagine I have slept in a month. Just a road rally to the destroyed village. And the Critter's putting it out there. That's what he's saying. It's on a big level. People don't understand the level that it takes to do something on that to do something that big. Finding food, getting food, breaking it down, lining up people to go with you, getting trucks. There's a lot involved in that. It's not, okay, thank you for the money. Let me go to my neighbors here and just give them food. It's a huge scale. Bring back Riff Raff Radio. They keep everyone in check. A lot of people might not like Riff Raff Radio, but it made me laugh. So anyways, guys, sorry I haven't checked the comments. I'm just rambling. It is my turn to ramble. Like I said, drama queens, chismis. They call them chismis here. This is what like down in where my wife lives down there. You have the local women, right? The local women. They will gather around and they gossip. They gossip. They talk about people behind their back. They gossip. That's what these are. These are gossipers. These are queens. It's what do you, I mean, it's Every week, we completely buy out Robinsons and Hypermart for all sardines and water and noodles. This week, we can't even do sardines, buying other stuff all sold out. Yeah. So they are also helping out the local stores too, because they are buying products from the local stores. So they're making money too. And in return, the stores have to order food from the bigger suppliers. It's a big chain effect. But the bottom line is it goes down to the small person that needs it. That needs it. Fix some coffee, Brian. My wife says they are backbiting. Where are we at here? But would you like to come and say hi? Have you found out if you have to show your shop cards at other streets? No. The only here's where you have to show your shop card. All right. I made a video at Walking Street. If you step on the Magic Kingdom Street, 10-7 Cowboys. Thank you, Dev Aldon. The Magic Kingdom Street. What do they call that down in Florida? Main Street, USA. Well, we should just call it Main Street, Philippines, right? The Magic Street. And guys, let's face it, Angeles City, Pampanga, and all of Pampanga, the number one tourist destination. Do not be fooled. The number one tourist destination of Angeles City, of Pampanga, Philippines, is the Walking Street. Number one tourist destination. Don't be fooled by that. Don't let anybody fool you and tell you, oh, no, it's the culinary capital of the world, the Papangan culinary capital of the world. People are coming from all over the world to come to the Philippines, to come to Pampanga, because no, the number one tourist destination is Walking Street and everything associated with it. Where was I at? Oh, vaccination cards. In the malls, I went to the mall. Yes, you have to show your vaccination card along with your ID. At least for me, they did. Grocery stores, I had to show. I've been my ID along with my card. They want to make sure your name matches the name on your ID. Vaccination card matches your ID. They want to make sure that those two match. That I didn't give my Vax card to my neighbor and have him go shopping on my Vax card. They want to make sure all that. If you didn't hear me earlier, they were saying that if you get pulled over and you can't show proof of Vax, they're going to arrest you. I haven't heard that. Once again, it might be the gossip queens spreading that one around. Just cost. There's a Philly in the Philippines, Sunshine Shoulders live chat right now. You know what? Let me talk about that. I've watched his channel and stuff, and to me, it's just not for me. I mean, other people watch it and other people don't, but it's just not for me. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's what other people like to watch or don't like to watch. Anyways, yesterday, speaking of somebody making up a name, these trolls do this. These are trolls that do this. These aren't the four little weasels, the little rap boys, the little chismis guys, the little drama queens. People will make up names and go into another YouTuber's channel or go into their comment section. And I've had it done to me. They make a Philly in the Philippines. All right, whatever. I got this message from this person yesterday, right? And I was surprised. I'm like, what? What the heck is that? If I can find it here, let me find it. I'll find it. When I find it, I'm going to continue. I can't find it. Anyways, I got this message and they say, what is your problem? Are you just jealous because my husband's nicer than you or something? And I was like, what? They're like, why did you leave a comment in my channel? And this is a pretty big channel. Pretty big channel. Why did you leave this comment saying this about my husband and this and this? And I'm like, that wasn't me. I don't do that. I'm not into those games where I make up a fake name and go in and or use my name and go into channels and say things like that. But that's what people do also. They will go into other channels, create names, even steal your picture and create a name like yours and try to use you as a person to say bad things about you. Whatever. One more, because this just came to my mind also. These guys, let me say them again. Let me say them one more time. Donkey. That's his name. That name he goes by. Boston Bay. Westerner. Graham, UK. These guys pushed a rumor around about me that somebody created this too. It's a great, they can create this too. They made this post that said, I'm Philly in the Philippines and I am getting these bars shut down. And, they made this big thing up, pushed it around. People were accusing me of going and getting the bars shut down when things first started opening up here. All right. Some of you guys remember, we were up in San Juan La Union. It was about a year ago. We were up in San Juan La Union at the time. Did a video on it. They create this. They create drama. They create, these are the drama queens. These are the chismis queens, saying all this and pushing it around like it was me. A couple people figured it out. This was done off of a tweet. Not on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. That's what they did. They did that too. So, all right. No matter where you live in the world, there will always be people causing drama. Take it all with a grain of salt. Just do what you think is right and be happy with your family. You're right. Krell Boy and the wife, you're right. But they do create drama. But when they start talking about kids, they cross the line. And that's what they did. They crossed the line. They started talking about my kids, making comments about my kids. Hang in there, Brian. Don't let those cockroaches bug you. Got to get back to the game. Oh, I'm in the game. Bud, you want to say hello? Nah, I got to eat. I'm getting hungry. And I just ordered. I didn't order it. I picked up some bagels yesterday and everything like that. Philly, you've never been trolled by winners, so you're good. Oh, yeah, I have, Critter. I've been trolled by some really good winners. They are on the list of, you can see the videos, but you can no longer talk about it. Nah, forget it. Okay. My list is this long of people that can no longer talk about it. Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a such thing as talking in a positive way about kids, right? There's a positive. There's such. But these people were talking in a negative, destructive, almost like stalker type way. So, and people say, "Why don't you report them?" You can't. You. There's no way to report them. The only thing, because they'll leave a site, they'll leave an area, and they'll just create a new name. And they know the tricks around the whole trade. They know the whole tricks. But then again, so do cybercrime divisions. They know the tricks around the whole trade too, right? Screenshots are great. Remember, something bothers you and you feel it affects you and you're a YouTuber, screenshot it. Keep it in your archives. List is short but extinguished. Are things okay to come to the Philippines, Bruce? You know what? I guess if you could get here, yeah, you can get here. I'm not. They got a liquor ban now, but I mean, it doesn't affect me because I don't need to drink every day. That doesn't bother me. Even though there is a liquor ban, you can still find it. You can still go on Lazada and purchase it. The liquor ban might only just be in our area, in Manila area. You get out into the provinces, you get other areas they might not have a liquor ban. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't know what is wrong with every other country in the world. I have no clue. But the Philippines has figured it out. How do you control the little thing that's going around the world? How do you control it? Liquor ban. They rocket scientists, I'm telling you. How do we control it? How do we keep it from rising? Liquor ban. Let's do a liquor ban. We are the rocket scientists. How come somebody else in the world is picking up on this? I don't get it. But things are open. There are things open. You can travel. There's just certain things you might have to do to get from point A to point B. The problem is they are not giving out tourist visas. Now, somebody might correct me and say, oh, yeah, they are. I don't know. The last I heard, if I'm an American, I cannot hop on the plane. I cannot go say, hey, give me a tourist visa to the Philippines. Now, if I'm a 13A visa holder, SSRV visa holder, balikbayan with my wife, yes. But as far as, hey, I want to go to the Philippines and I want to go down to Darwin and do some diving with Critter Hunter and Finn Snow and all them, you ain't getting one of them. So I don't think you're getting one of them. I can't go out over 60 but alcohol deliveries. What? What's that? Can't go out over 60 but alcohol delivered by Sorry Store. I can't go out, but over 60. Oh, over 60 can't go out. Here's the thing. Technically, and this is what I read too, they're saying if you're not vaccinated, you're not even supposed to be out, period. So if you don't believe in it or your religion prevents you from getting it, they're saying you don't even belong out. Remember again, this is coming from a country in the world that knows that banning alcohol cures the rise of alcohol. That's why everybody else in the world jumps onto let's ban alcohol because it will cure and lower the count, right? Yeah. No one checks fax cards here. Yeah, here they do. Yet, Critter. Eventually, it might work its way down to you, checking fax cards to get into certain areas. But with the calamity and the things they got more issues to worry about in certain areas of the Philippines than to worry about if you show up with a vaccination card to go feed somebody who's hungry. You know what I mean? Don't ever try to understand what should be common sense here in the Philippines. Don't ever try to understand it. You'll drive yourself crazy. Cybercrime charges only if the government wants to get you. Okay, Mark. Okay. Don't know. Depends. Yeah, I guess you could be. Yeah, I guess it's an open question. Yes or no? I don't know. And here's the thing. All they're doing is the Philippines is just forcing people to change their place of destination for tourism in Southeast Asia. Well, Philippines has all this going on. They have all these restrictions. I'll just go to Thailand. I'll go to Vietnam. All they're doing is pushing away tourism. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to go eat. I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm doing today. It's Sunday. I'm up. Turn on the Cowboys game. Anybody give me an update on the Cowboys game? Davel, Don, I think you were the one giving the updates. Maybe you can give me an update. Mexico. Yeah, you go to Mexico. Puerto Rico. Wherever you want to go. I mean, they're just pushing tourism and tourist people out. None. 10-10. Good deal, 10-10. I will flip that out. Cowboys lost. They couldn't have lost. And even if they lost, it don't matter. They're still in the playoffs. Like I said, I usually don't get on and bitch about, trolls and all that. But these guys are below trolls. When they mentioned and made reference to my children, that just crosses the line. And like I said, YouTubers have a right to defend themselves. YouTubers have a right to talk about, situations like this. Now, if every day and every time you go on, you're talking about it, then you're letting it bother you. So anyways, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hello. If you were over sitting on the other, waiting for the live stream to start on the other one, I apologize about that. Heavy snow in Philly, I seen that. If you didn't catch it all, turn around and watch it over again. And remember, keep your eyes out for those drama queens. And hey, you guys, the four of you, the four horsemen, Donkey, Boston Bay, Remy UK, and the other ass clown. Thank you for stopping in. You're in here. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for listening. And with that, we'll talk to you guys later.